Switch games and my history with the Switch games are no. So today I'm going to show you my Switch games and give you a little backstory on my history with the game or the series. Let's get started. So, first game, Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been a huge fan of this game series since it first came out in America way back in the early 2000s. It means a whole lot to me. It's one of the most charming games I have ever played. I absolutely love it. It helped me so much during parts of my life that while I was struggling with depression. It helps me be happy, and it's just so lighthearted and fun. I absolutely love it. This game came out, specifically New Horizons, came out in last year, and almost all of my friends got the game, so we had a nice time visiting each other's islands and planting flowers and doing all the little stuff that happens in this game that are so almost mundane in the real world, but totally fun in this game. So this is Animal Crossing New Horizons. It's probably my favorite game right now, and probably my favorite game of all time. Let's move on. Next game. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. So, this game was actually recently given to me, but I do have a lot of history with this series. The first game came out on, I believe, the Super Nintendo, and I remember playing that game with my brothers. It was so much fun. One of the harder games that Nintendo ever came out with back then, but now it's equally as challenging, but it's not quite as good as it used to be. I'm really eager to see what they come up with in the future for this series, though, because this particular game actually came out on the Wii, and it was just re-released on the Switch. So I'm eager to see what they do with it. But it's still fun. It still has multiplayer. It still has challenging levels. It's still a fun game. It's just not quite as fun as it used to be. And unlike Mario games, they haven't quite added the polish to it the way that they have with other games like Mario and Zelda. So hopefully it'll get more attention in the next generation. version. So this is a finished trade pan how I got this game. I actually got this game when I got my Switch, and this and my Switch were both Christmas gifts for my friends. 3 of my friends all chipped in, got me a Switch, and got me this game because they wanted me to be able to play with them. And we've all been playing these games since we were kids, and since Red and Blue version came out in, I believe, '98, and it's one of the most cherished game series among all of us as a group. And this game kept that nostalgia and fun, and it's really fun battling and training and seeing what teams your friends come up with and battling their teams and trading Pokemon and looking for shinies and doing max raid battles. This is one of the game series that's closest to my heart, because I have such a long history with it, and it dates back so far, and it still remains fresh and fun somehow after all this time. Pokemon Shield. Moving on. Next game is another big one. Super Smash Ultimate. So, another classic Nintendo series. Dates back to the Nintendo 64. My friend originally had this. I never actually owned the first game, but my friend did, and we all would go over to his house and play this game on the weekends. We would have school, and then we would literally all on Friday night gather over at his house and play Super Smash Brothers, and it was just such a fun time, and it continued with the next game and the next game and the next game. I believe this is the 4th or 5th entry in the series. My favorite is absolutely Melee, Super Smash Bros. Melee, which came out on the GameCube in the early 2000s, but this one is closely gaining in the ranks. I really do enjoy it. There's so many characters in this game. I can't believe how many characters there are. It feels almost overwhelming how many characters you need to unlock in this game, because there's just so many. But I absolutely love it. And I actually haven't had this game very long. It's one of my newer games. Typically when this game comes out, I get it pretty fast, but I'd already kind of played it, sort of. So Super Smash Bros. Came out on the Wii U, and this is another game that they kind of just ported over with some more characters. But yeah, so Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Everyone is here. Every Smash Brothers fighter returns, joined by all new challengers. 70 plus fighters, 100 stages, new game modes, and more. Yeah, 70 fighters, that's a whole lot for a single game. Like, amazing, a high number, and tons of stages. Actually more stages than there are people to fight with. But those are all part of the lore and capture of this game. Last but most certainly not least, Mario Kart Deluxe 8. So, once again, a game that I have a long history with. Started all the way back on the Super Nintendo with Super Mario Kart. It was so much fun playing that game. I loved racing my brothers. And battling, I absolutely loved battle mode. And we've had every game in this series since. I've literally owned every single game that they've ever released for this series. So I've had it on the N64, I've had it on the GameCube, I've had it on the Wii, and I had it on the Wii U. In fact, port from the Wii U. So Mario Kart 8 originally came out on the Wii, and it came out on the Wii U, and it got re-released. The Wii U didn't have a very long life cycle, and it wasn't very successful, unlike the Switch, which is hugely successful. So they re-released a whole bunch of the bigger games for that system on the Switch, and this just happens to be one of them. But it included some new characters, some new stages, and I absolutely love it. Battle Mode is still probably my favorite. I do find that it's a bit easier this time, unlike with previous games. All the characters are already unlocked, and that kind of takes away from it a bit, I think. You don't have to unlock any characters. You unlock vehicles and parts for the vehicles, but you don't actually unlock characters. All the characters are already there, and unless they're DLC. And that's kind of a bummer, because I loved unlocking characters in this game. I loved unlocking mirror mode and all the other little challenges that come along, but all that stuff is already unlocked in Mario Kart 8, so it kind of takes away from it, but it's still an immensely fun game, and it's great to just pick up when you're bored and play a couple laps. That's it for my Switch games. So I have a total of 5 Switch games at the moment. There are a few that I plan to get, like Super Mario Odyssey and Super Mario 3 All-Stars, and also Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Those are 3 games that are on my hit list to get this year. I have one other game that I'm currently borrowing from a friend of mine called Super Mario Maker. It's a whole lot of fun. I absolutely love playing levels that people have created from the Mario series, and so that's pretty much what I do with that game. But it's not mine, so I didn't put it in this video. But yeah, definitely I think my next game will probably be Scott Pilgrim, and then maybe Mario Odyssey. I've actually already played Mario Odyssey and I've gotten pretty far in it, but I was just borrowing it, and at that time I didn't have my own Switch, and now I do, so I want to get the game for myself and beat it and collect all the coins and do all the little nothings in that game, because it's so much fun. And then of course I want to get 3D All-Stars because it has Super Mario Sunshine, and I absolutely loved that game. It's one of the few Mario games that I played and did not beat. I got stuck on some crazy level that involved like a roller coaster or something with Bowser Jr., and I could not beat that. I absolutely rage quit. Like one day I was playing that, I got so upset that I literally decided that this was the last time I'd play that game, and I sold it the very next day. Not proud of that. I was, like a teenager, but not my proudest moment in gaming. But with 3D All-Stars I have a chance to redeem myself, so I definitely plan to get that. Okay, well that's it for this video. Until next time, I hope you had a great day. Hope this video helped you relax. What Switch games do you have if you have a Switch? I'd like to know. Tell me about it in the comments if you have one.